If you can't tell from the way that Anthony describes fighters, we don't fact check or do research on this particular broadcast. We do what's called the eye test.
That's right.
We take a look and we see what we think.
Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 4 is presented by McCarthy Auto Group. View the new 2017 and 2018 inventory at any of the McCarthy locations throughout the Kansas City metro area. And make sure to head over to the official KCFA 27 after party tonight at the Flamingo Lounge. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, let's hear it for Kaelb Young. And fighting out of the red corner,
both these guys look like they're in great shape.
Yes. Kirkwood.
Young's terrifying.
Here's Mike England with the instructions.
All right, fellas, give you instructions, dress room. Any questions? Any questions? Touch them up right there. God bless you.
Our 4th amateur bout of the evening. Kansas City Fighting Alliance 27 underway. Kirkwood versus Young.
Kirkwood in the southpaw stance. Both fighters in the southpaw stance here. Big
outside
leg
leg
kick. I love leg kicks. It's beautiful.
Inside leg kick. A little feeling out process here in the first round.
Yeah, both guys moving well, looking to feel each other out with kicks. Oh, Kirkwood looks to catch that lead teep. You know, this whole process of the fight is such an interesting part of it because they're trying to see, like, how's he going to react if I kick? How's he going to react if I punch? And when you notice when they're striking, sometimes they actually throw it, sometimes they feint it, and sometimes they kind of throw it and second guess it. And it's all just interesting to try to read and see how the guy's going to react to it.
Absolutely.
Kirkwood's finding a home for those inside and outside leg kicks. You know, you throw enough of those recklessly and you might eat some kneecap, but I haven't seen him throw a reckless one yet, so it looks like he's measuring up really well.
Yeah, they're all very well timed. He has found the mark with all of them.
Definitely. So that was interesting. Kirkwood looked to answer Young's big overhand, or excuse me, looked to answer his leg kick with a big overhand. So now we're kind of seeing what Kirkwood's mindset's looking like here. He kicks, I go.
One minute left here in our first round. Kirkwood versus Young. As Kirkwood finds a home for inside of the leg kick.
Oh, hard outside leg kick from Young. That hurt. You know, Young's kicks don't look that hard or fast. They just look heavy and dense.
Yeah, very dense.
Big kick. So Young scored a leg kick there while Kirkwood was on 1 foot kicking. So that means 100% of his weight was on the leg that was kicked. It doesn't feel good.
We've yet to see either of these two guys really get off with their hands. I mean, they're both landing a high volume of kicks. Very few solid shots with the hands. Yeah, right on time. 10 seconds left here in our first round. Kirkwood lands a good left hand.
Great first round.
Good first round, yeah.
You know, one thing we're noticing about these amateur fights at KCFA is, you know, it's very rare that you get, as you see in high-level fights most of the time, the first 2, 3, 4, sometimes 6 minutes are a feeling out process. And in that feeling out process, they're going over the things that we talked about earlier, range, how they're reacting to your strikes, etc. Usually at the amateur level or even at a beginning pro level, it's more of just go, 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 offense, go, go, go,
sure.
Offense. I don't know if it's the evolution of the sport or KCFA always putting on great fights, but I think out of these, this is the 4th amateur fight we've seen, out of at least 3 of these 4 fights, you're seeing the first 3 3 minutes, the first round, as a feeling out process, which, basically what I'm trying to say is these amateurs out here that have only had either 0, 1, 2, or 3 fights are measuring each other. They're calculating, and they're making decisions. Some are good, some are bad. They're learning, they're growing. It's very impressive compared to, when I was fighting in the amateur fights. It's a lot different.
Definitely. Round 2 underway. Kirkwood versus Young. Kirkwood coming forward now with some big shots. And Young chasing him.
Young presses forward with some 1-2s. Kirkwood seems to be the one moving back, circling. As
corner of Andrew Kirkwood saying that Young is beginning to fatigue. It doesn't look like he's slowing down from my eyes here.
Actually, I think you had it the other way around. What'd you say?
The corner of Kirkwood was saying that Young was getting tired.
The corner of Young was saying Kirkwood was getting tired. Anyway.
Okay, that's true.
I had to correct you there.
Yes, that's fair.
I just wanted to be right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you are right. Now that I'm looking over at Zach Cummings. Good point.
I could have let it go. Nice outside leg kick with a loud smack.
Good combination from
nice
Young.
Combination. That was a jab, an uppercut across.
Nasty.
Kirkwood, tongue licking his hand, saying, "Bring it on."
Oh, good left hand from Young.
Kirkwood shaking his head, showing some attitude in there.
Outside leg kick from Young. Young's definitely throwing. Oh, good left hand. He's out. He's out.
A big shot from Young.
Huge shot. Huge shot from Young.
Boom. Big shot. He's still out. That's the gamble of being in range with your hands down and kicking with your hands down. Right there we see Kirkwood was just shaking his head no. On the inside, in range, it's not the place to be with your hands down. I'm sure he's going to learn from it.
Big left hand. Kaelb Young. We were talking about the feeling out process. I was saying earlier on in the first round, we hadn't seen anyone really get off with their hands. Young definitely picked up the punching volume there in round 2. Yeah. He was able to land that nasty left.
Young looked very calculated and technical. I like the way, he wasn't very flashy. He wasn't moving a lot, but he was in a very good stance the whole time. He held his hands high, and he threw really basic, solid combinations. Nice jabs, nice uppercuts, nice crosses, and hard leg kicks. And, he didn't bring anything that flashy to the table, but, with bringing in a solid set of fundamentals and a good set of, athleticism.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end at 2 minutes and 15 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by knockout out of the blue corner, Kaelb Young.
Great win for Kaelb Young.